Holy, I'm back again. I'm going to talk about reptilians now, because people don't know enough about, like, these aliens. So now I'm going to start making, like, more alien videos. It's holy. And I'm going to give you an example, too, before I talk about this. Like, some clarity. You know how these religious people, right? They bash voodoo because, like, they talk about how we have shadow bodies and darkness and stuff, right? Inside of our body, and this so-called black magic, right? And they bash that because they think that darkness is evil. And I'm talking about the religions like Christianity and Catholic, like, and Islam, like those type of religions and stuff. Like those Abrahamic religions. That's, like, so stupid. Like, they think it's evil. So what they do is that they try to worship something outside of them. Because subconsciously they know that we have darkness inside of us, and the solar system is filled with dark energy. They know that subconsciously. So they try to, like, worship, like, something out, or some other god. You know what I'm talking about? Like, and, like, because they don't want to, like, possess the divine. They know they have divine within. But then every time when divine happens, they think it's evil, or, like, they're getting possessed, like, by a demon or something. You see that? Like, they try to look at something else outside of them that's divine, because they don't want to, like, accept that the divine's within. So that's why, like, they bash the voodoo people. Holy. So, having clarity of that, right? Hold on, let me crack my knuckles for this. Holy. Okay, so if this is true, with this divine thing, right? With the possessing the divine, they're scared of that. This is why, like, they don't wanna really put nature into, like, their religion. Like, they rather read it in the book. But then when it's outside of the book, or, like, it has something to do with their body, then they get scared. Like, they don't want to accept it. They just they'd rather read it on the book. Holy. But if you're reading that book, right, and you see that there's demons in the book, right, and all this stuff, then why you're not, like, looking out there? Why you're not looking outside of the book? No? You can't just read a book and then, like, not look in front of you. Like, it has to include you and everything else in it. No? If it didn't include you, then you wouldn't be able to, like, go to heaven in the first place. So would you agree it includes you? If you want to go to heaven, then you have to include everything that's real then. Like, nature. So these demons that the Bible's talking about, even if the whole Bible is not that right, it's corrupted, but there's some things right about it. But if you believe it so much, then you should know that there's demons on the planet right now. That's why they even said in the Bible that the devil got casted on earth. No? Didn't they say the devil got casted on earth? So that means that we got devils on the earth, type of thing. And Lucifer means light bringer in Latin. So these devils that got casted out of the heavens were Lucifers and Luciferians. It was plural. There was a bunch of them. Aliens. Archon aliens and stuff. Like all the demons and devils on the earth right now. And then, when you look at your Bible, right? And then you look in front of you, then you realize that we have masters of the planet. Like, we have, like, a government. No? We have a government, like, with secret societies and stuff, and hidden knowledge. While, like, the planet's suffering, type of thing. And everybody's getting brainwashed by Hollywood. No? And TV. And everybody's eating genetically enhanced food and fake foods that destroy them from the inside. And genetically enhanced food and genetically enhanced grains and all that, right? It destroys your stomach type of thing. Like, for real. Because you know how strong a pig's skin is? Or their body? They even make footballs out of pig skin. No? But they fed the pig genetically enhanced grains, and guess what happened? The pig's stomach got turned into gush. What about your stomach? Holy, that's not a good point. So there's demons in the government. There's even that Barack Obama video, the Reptilian. No? There's demons all over the planet. They're even in the middle of the earth. There's a whole society down there. You don't see that there's more to the earth? Scientists even so-called discovered, caverns. No? We have caverns. Ooh. And NASA tunneled down there and saw elephant beings called the Deros. And even like the Hindu belief, they talk about elephant gods and stuff. Like Ganesha and them. Holy, you gotta admit, come on. Holy. And like, our earth connects to Sirius C, the star. So that's the real earth, the real sun of anything. And we have a sun inside of our earth. It connects to Sirius C, while we have reptilians but the good reptilians, not the evil ones I'm talking about right now. Like the serpents, not those type of reptilians. We have serpent kings from Sirius C. Ooh, from that star constellation. No? So we have serpent kings, like for our like ancestors and stuff. But then we have the bad ones, especially the ones that come from the Draco star constellation. With all the draconians and stuff, like that's on this planet right now. You don't see? If you're reading that Bible, it's out here, happening right now. The so-called biblical event is right here in this nature. And then all those the blood sacrifices and stuff or the blood rituals that people be talking about, that ritual is for the bad reptilians type of thing. Ooh. Like the ones who be eating meat. Like, all come from the Draco star constellation and some other star constellations. And then we got the good ones from Sirius C. Like, and they're vegetarian type of thing. They don't put meat in their body. Holy. And you know what these bad reptilians do to us? Like, to make our mood more frozen within hell. Because this is hell. Hell means underworld. And that's what the Egyptians called it. The concept of hell came from Egypt. This is what they called it, underworld. And the sky world is heaven. Anyways, like, what they do, to freeze our mood so we can't be on a spiritual mood and all that, they attack the reptilian complex. That's a side of our brain. You can look up the reptilian complex, right? And they attack us from our subconscious, too. And the reptilian complex. And what they want to do to us with this reptilian complex is make us aggressive and like dominant and territorial with bad habits and structure No? You don't see, like, all this, like, stuff they're doing. And, like, it's okay to be, like, aggressive and dominatorial, or for a good reason. But the government made us unholy spirits. And we have chakra blockages now. We have fear, guilt, shame, grief, lies, despair, foolishness, illusions, attachment, judgment, consistence, science, and separation. So when we get aggressive and dominant and tutorial and have all these habits and stuff, right? Then we manifest the negative out of it. You don't see that it's about our being, like our who we are and our quality? No? Holy, it's like a good person. He sees a gun on the floor. He picks it up. But what does he do? Do you see, does he shoot people? No. But then, if you see an unholy spirit who finds a gun, he's gonna pick it up and shoot people. You see? That's the same thing. Like, if you have chakra blockages, you use all the stuff that could be used as a tool for a bad thing. So that's what the reptilians do. They know that you have chakra blockages now because they did that plan. Now, what they're gonna do is attack your reptilian brain. The reptilian complex. Oh. Holy. You don't think? No? This whole brainwashing program, look up MK Ultras type of thing. Like, they know about occult sciences and stuff. And like, they study yogi too. You know those mental sciences, the meditation shit, and like different forms of voodoo and stuff, and they all use that like to brainwash everybody, like here. And Hollywood too, like Hollywood brainwashing, that everything like higher than all this illusion is like controlled by like aliens and like demons and stuff. And Hollywood, by the way, means holy wood. Holy wood is a tree in Africa. And then people who did voodoo there, right? They made wands out of that holy wood tree from the bark. And then they made illusions out of their wand. So that's why they call Hollywood Hollywood. It's holy wood. And they make illusions in TV. Oh, and they hoax people and drag people into their fake moods type of thing. So you could be on like irrelevant moods while the reptilians attack your reptilian complex with your chakra blockages. Oh. Holy. And like, the reason why a lot of people out here too are not like calm in a meditative state too is because like the food we're putting in our body, including that meat, like in the blood and stuff, you mix it in your blood, and then now like your blood gets animal-like, and you get like have a carnivore state of mind, like a beast state of mind. But then your blood is supposed to be like a lot like alkaline. No? Holy. Like reptile blood is more of an alkaline thing. And when it's more alkaline, you're more peaceful. Holy, it's all about your blood, too. Like, that's what stops the mood. Like, if your blood's not good and, like, alkaline and stuff, then you get, like, more into, like, the monkey side of you. And, like, the beast side. And, like, it freezes your mood and stuff. And now you're always rushing with consistency. Like, you don't have enough grace. Holy. And like they try to calcify your heart too. So the blood can like it can keep doing that thing. Holy. And that body spray that has like gasoline in it. What the fuck? Gasoline? Who puts gasoline in their blood? Like they destroy the melanin with that gasoline and stuff. And then like it gets into your heart. And then like your heart starts pumping gasoline a little bit. And then like your mood is even worse. Your mood's even more frozen from these reptilians. Oh. Oh. Come on, that's pretty sick. Like even like in the beginning of the Bible, they talk about like how Adam got deceived by the snake. What they really were talking about was his own Kundalini serpent going up him. Like, deceived him only because a reptilian alien, like, hacked his subconscious and his reptilian complex type of thing. And he made him. Like, he deceived him. And like, the serpent in the tree was the Kundalini serpent going up the tree of life type of thing. That's why it's a tree of life. It has a DNA going up the tree. The little Kundalini serpent. And DNA has information. Nah? While emotions control DNA. This is what all these religions were talking about. It's something that's happening right in front of your face type of thing, but you don't see type of thing. Because most of these reptilians attack you from a higher dimension type of thing. I mean, why would they attack you in front of your face? That doesn't make sense. That's like, you know what that's like? That's like me trying to do a robbery in front of a cop. Like, like, a cop is around the stores, right? And then I go over there with a ski mask and like try to rob the store. That doesn't work out within this nature. So if a reptilian wants to have control of your body, right? He's not gonna do it in front of your face, so you fight back. Holy. See, he's gonna do it on a higher dimension type of thing. No? We have like 3 sets of these like dimensions. Like we have like the primary dimensions, the secondary dimensions, and then we have like the third sets. I don't know a word for that. I'll find a word for that too. But it's like 1D, 2D, and 3D, right? Is the third set. And then 4D, 5D, and 6D is like the secondary. You see? And then 7D, 8D, and 9D is the primary. And 9 in numerology means like the end of spiritual consciousness and starting over. You see? So that's the thing. That and the reptilians from the bad constellations. Well, the constellation's not bad, but I'm talking about like the beings that come from there that's fucking us up type of thing. Like they're on the 3D type of thing. They're more on like the low dimensions. They're in the Pandora box with us, trapped in the box. That's why that the reptilians are the Illuminatis too. Ill means sick or not. And Illuminati is luminous or luminosity for stars and stuff. So they're not enlightened type of thing. So they're in the Pandora box. Oh. But the high reptilians are in the higher dimensions, like Cyrus C too. Oh. Holy. I bet you didn't know that. And like the degrees for like the Draco star constellation's 6.66. Holy, but that's 666. Oh! 6 is for spiraling down and 9 is for spiraling up. Holy. You don't see like within this nature right now that these reptilians are going on a higher frequency to control you, so you can't know. That's part of the plan. Holy. And then they use your like reptilian complex side so you can like keep like trying to project your problems on others type of thing. That's where like the jealousy and everything comes from. And then like you try to watch other people and stuff. And then when you see that they're doing good then you try to stop them. Like you try to like gain like your psychic a little bit, just so you can stop what they're doing. Like you watch them to see like what they're gonna do, and then like when you know, then like you try to like stop them. That's like so stupid. That's the reptilian complex side, like of the reptilians controlling you type of thing. And wait, a lot of people be asking this questions like, why does a lot of people like projecting their problems on others? I've been saying this on a lot of videos, but this is the new one too now. I'm gonna give you something new now. This is because this video is about reptilians. So check this out. You know how we have chakras, right? Like stars, right? And we have auras, right? As we are stars, we expand like stars, aura, right? So, when your vibration's very, very, very high, like very, very, with your like chakras all fixed and stuff, right? Then, the demons and reptilians that are in the unholy spirits, right? Like the ones that are controlling their reptilian complex and like their subconscious, right? When your aura and like your positive energy shines bright around demons and low beings, right? They can't take that energy because that dimension's higher. So, them projecting their problems on you, right? And doing all this stuff to you, right? Or trying to avoid you. It could be either way. They don't realize that it's not just their problems. They don't realize it because it's in their subconscious. It's because there's a reptilian and a demon controlling their reptilian side of their brain and their subconscious. So that's the demon that's actually reacting to your aura. Holy, you don't see? That when your aura starts shining and that positive energy starts coming, then all of a sudden, then people that are not in your levels, like everything goes wrong. You don't see? That's the demon in their subconscious or that's hacking their reptilian complex, getting hit by it. That's why when you raise your vibration, right, you destroy all these negative entities on your way. Like when you're in your meditation by yourself. Like when your vibration's high, like all like the parasites start dying. And like all the demons start going away. That's because of that. It also has to do with the demons like on other people. But they don't know. They don't know everything that's in their subconscious. Like, they don't even know all of their problems. Like, they forgot some of their problems that's in their subconscious. So, if they can't find all of it, or remember all of it, then what makes you think they can remember everything in there? So that's the reptilian, like, on a higher dimension. Like, controlling them. And then when positive people go around, then they get hit by the aura type of thing. Holy, you don't see? Those reptilians, like the low ones in the Pandora box, they can't take energy like that. Like, an example. You know how all these suffering people out here, right? They try to fight themselves, like, because of the love energy within. Like, they can't take the love energy and they can't let go yet. That's what the demons do. Like, they also battle themselves. Type of thing. They can't take higher dimensions like that. That's too much energy. But if there's a being who mastered himself and he's in that frequency and he walks around with that aura, then he feels it. That the demon feels it. That's the reptilian. Like the bad reptilians. Fucking holy. And by the way, wait a minute. to make this organized, because this is how it really is. You call the bad ones reptilians. Call the bad ones reptilians. The good ones are the serpents. The serpent kings. There's a difference. The serpent. No? Those serpents that can change. The serpent kings from Cyrus Sea. And the reptilians from the Draco constellation. And some of them come from the Pleiades star constellation. I don't know. I'm not really into that. I'm not really about that knowledge of the Pleiades star constellation with those reptilians yet. I didn't get into that part. But the Draco star constellation that are bad. Like the bad ones. With the draconian aliens and stuff. Holy. We're serpent kings. We're serpents too. We have serpent in us. Holy. And if you want beings, if you want to be aware of the beings that are helping you out, then it's not the subconscious, it's the conscious type of thing. It's the neocortex side of your brain type of thing. It's the conscious. So you have to be more conscious about yourself and be self-aware and expand your awareness on nature. And then you get all the good beings down here that are trying to help you out type of thing. But then when you get more conscious, then you can fight the subconscious. You can fight the reptilians on the higher dimension. Holy. And before I shut this video off, I'm gonna give you one more clarity of this existence of reptilians in this nature. You ready? Holy. Notice how even in your religions they talk about light forces and dark forces and stuff. All those invisible energies too. All that stuff that you read in your Bible. Don't you realize that there's energy out here too? out of the Bible, there's energy over here also. Even scientists, the metaphysicists, and all these other people who study nature, talk about energy. No? That and the dark energy of the solar system. That's all the energies and stuff, right? So, about this demon and reptilians hacking people's subconscious, right? You realize that when people are battling themselves, isn't that energy? That, you know that love energy within that people try to fight? And then they cloak their ego too, to evolve it so they can go away from source? Isn't that all energy, inside of you? So, this energy thing that's inside of you too, while we participate in this so-called biblical event to go to heaven or stay in hell, right? With the darkness thing, with the sacred energy and stuff, you realize that them battling their energy inside is not just them by themselves, but there's reptilian forces behind that. There's reptilian forces provoking that. No? Because there's reptilians who take, there's 3 reptilians, right? There's 3 types of reptilians. For now. In the next video, I'm going to talk about more reptilians and stuff. Well, it might not be the next, but, it's coming. Holy. So there's 3 reptilians. There's ones that are humanoids, shapeshifters, they take the body as humans, but they have reptilian consciousness, right? And there's another one with the reptilian body, and then there's another one that doesn't take any form. And most of these ones that don't take form too are doing that. They're doing that behind you as well. The ones that don't take the form. That's forces from higher dimensions. But not high, but high. Holy, like, higher than you. Holy. So, like, that's it. That's them controlling, like, provoking the reptilian complex in their subconscious. You don't see? That's the thing that's making them be in the cycle. And then they get bad habits out of it, type of thing. Sometimes they have habits that they don't realize. Holy. And then what they want to do to these people is like they want to like provoke domination. You don't see? Like, and that's why people feel dominated within. Like, even without people. They feel like something's dominating them within. That's like the reptilian forces like dominating their reptilian complex and subconscious. So what they want to do, right, is they get aggressive about it, type of thing. And then they want to act dominant to other people. You don't see? Like, they don't want to possess the dominance. If that's a word. I put dominance because, you know, so you can understand. Holy. Well, like, they try to get it out of them. Like, they don't want to possess it. So they rather have it make it seem as if somebody else is getting dominated. You see what I'm saying? So that's what they do. Like, they try to dominate other people too. And I'm not saying that dominant is bad, right? But remember, they have the chakra blockages. So when they're dominant based off of the chakra blockages, that's because that reptilian force thing. You see? And they try to get all territorial too. Like with this reptilian force, like fucking them up. Holy. But now I'm about to shut this video off, type of thing. And I'm gonna make more alien videos. 13 Love.